think that it'll help me if I just talk to myself about it. But growing up, like, I don't know, this, like, when I was in jail, I'm telling stories, and people are like, can you please stop telling this story? And it's like, if I tell it to you again, then maybe you'll hear something new this time. Not as a threat, like, you don't love me if you don't hear this, but it'd be like, y'all be like loving me too much and I don't care. Because like, when I was little, my grandma used to like talk shit about people as soon as they start walking away. And I think she's hilarious, but nobody else did really, and I was like, why? Like, she's clearly hilarious. And, she'd be like funny too, because she'd like wait to start talking about you until you were like still in the conversation and still like within earshot of the conversation, but then like as soon as you leave the room, like this bitch got louder and you knew like she was still talking about you. My grandma Rose, but then when she passed away, my mom told me like more about her family that like I didn't realize she didn't talk about while my grandma was still alive. Cause she used to tell me like shit when I was adopted. She'd be like, yeah, my dad used to beat me when we were little growing up, and I was like, I could see that. And she was like, he was alcoholic and he used to hit them, and so I would be like, that's why Grandma Rose is like that, because she just run her mouth, like she don't give a fuck about anything anymore, but like in a cool way, not in like an abusive way. And my mom, she'd be like, anytime things got hard with me arguing with her, like I want to do something, you can't do that. Okay, I don't care. And she'd be like, you're not going to press me on it? Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm adopted. And then she'd turn around and be like, you know, Tracy, my parents were alcoholics too, you know. And then, like, she would, like, do that whole thing. And, like, I guess that's the part about California. People, like, do kind of vaguely remember this, but, like, not as much. And then, like, I went to jail, and then they'd be like, please stop talking about it. So, like, as far as, like, what happened with my mom, like, you just let them do it, because you have to. I moved out when I was 17. My parents weren't abusive, but it goes down the line, and it, like, hurts. Like, my mom, like, cannot sit still. Like, she is gonna just fall down of a heart attack and just die, I think, on accident one day, because, like, God will take her. Like, she doesn't ever rest. She wakes up, her face is swollen, her eye bags have their own puff to them. Like, this woman is frail. Like, she has no... And, like, whatever, Jesus keeps her alive, so, not in a weird way, but then I, like, came out here and everybody was like, we have shit to tell you. How weird are you gonna make it? I think you made it weird. Like, it is what happened. Like, you can't cover up the truth. Like, you can only dance around the truth. So, I mean, like, her dad, he had to leave them when they were in high school, which is still fairly late as far as, like, the statute of limitations goes for, like, calling out an abuser, like, living in their household, growing up with them, being raised by them, sustaining the abuse for so long. So, eventually they got him out of the house. Eventually she got people to believe her. and he moved away, and they still live on the East Coast, and he moved to San Diego and went homeless and died. But to this day, my Aunt Michelle is an alcoholic too, and puts my mom down, and it tells her that she's ain't shit sometimes when she gets drunk and leaves voicemails for my mom because she's upset that she made it happen. Like, she was too cute and her dad just, like, couldn't resist type shit or something. But, like, that's, like, what happened. Like, our Aunt Michelle is still a cool person. She just is fucked up in the head by it because she wasn't the one who was picked more often than my mom, which is, like, what happens to me, where I'm more like my mom, and then my friends and siblings are the ones who, like, don't get picked. So I, like, don't, you know, like, get it twisted because I'm both. You know, on a good day, I'm the one who didn't get picked, and on a bad day, I'm just coping with it.